Whew. So we've learned an incredible amount in a short space of time. And sometimes it's just good to take a breather, step back, and figure out where everything fits in. So that's what I thought this would be, a very, very quick recap. Often people get confused between variables, objects, and functions. So let's just see where they all fit in. Variables, remember, we said we should be using const and let. This is the new syntax introduced by ES6. Const and let are variables. And all a variable is a container to store a piece of information. Think about in your pantry. You put food in a container, you label that container, and you put it on the shelf. That is all a variable is. It's just a container. When we use const, we know that we don't want that to ever change. For example, my name. But when you use the let keyword, you're stating that you actually can reassign that variable if you want to. So for example, every year your age is going to change. So that's a variable. You've got that covered. What about an object? Well, an object is also kind of like a container, but it doesn't just store one value. It stores a whole lot of name-value pairs, and you separate each name-value pair by a comma. We've seen this. And to define an object, you have to use those curly brackets. That's what tells JavaScript, hey, this is an object, treat it as an object. And finally, we have functions, which we've just been through. And a function I like to think of as a doing word. It does something. And we learned about the new arrow syntax. And we learned that there are different ways to define a function. The way you're looking at now, where we say let woof, and we've used the arrow syntax, that's a function expression. And we've seen we should be using the return keyword that ends the execution of the function. And how do we invoke a function? How do we call it? How do we execute it? Can you see all of these names are just fancy words, but they all mean the same thing? Well, to invoke the function woof, we have to use the name woof, because we have to tell JavaScript which function we want to call. And then we just follow that by parentheses. And that's it. So take a step back, look at these on one piece of paper, have a bird's eye view, and then you can kind of start to feel why we need all three. We can't just do away with one. Hope this has been a really, really cool section, and I hope you've enjoyed the course. I've had a tremendous amount of fun putting it together. I love this stuff, and the good news is we are not yet finished. I'll see you soon.